Hi, my name is Danielle Chisholm, and I am the CEO of Chiz Design. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my company. Now, Chiz Design is a company that does instructional design. Now, some of you may hear that and say, what does an instructional designer do? We construct domains where companies are able to train and educate their future workers and students to see if they're proficient in goals that they need met. We were lucky enough to be picked to work with the Navy, and we were picked to work with the Surface Warfare Officer School. Now, with this school, they are expected when they leave to be able to know how to steer a ship properly. We discovered that there was a lot of students that were proficient within the bookwork, but then when it came to steer the actual ship, they were not meeting the expectations that we thought they would have. So Chiz Design sat down as a team with a project manager and with other educators and said, why do we think there is a learning gap? Why is it that students are proficient with the bookwork, but when it's time for them to steer the actual naval ship, they are not meeting the expectations? So within the domain, we decided that we would have a module where there was a simulator. Now, what the simulator does is it allows a student to steer the ship in a sense without actually being on the ship. So you can think of it as a sort of video game, and the simulator has the same buttons, the same steering wheel. The inside looks just like the naval ship. And it benefits the students because it gets them used to how it would look when they steer it. Now, we chose a simulator because we have seen a lot of research to show that simulators do help with hands on learning. A lot of high schoolers that learn how to drive, they do simulators within cars before they actually go behind the wheel of a real car. A lot of pilots use simulators before they fly airplanes, so we thought the simulator would be a great way to teach naval students how to steer a ship. Now, on top of that, we also had modules where they would have to read information and they would have an area called Check for Understanding. What Check for Understanding does is to assess that these few pages that they are being taught, they are remembering, they're learning it. And it's a mini assessment before they have their actual large assessment. And I feel that what is good about having the instructional design is that it holds students accountable and reminds them, I have to go online and I have to do this course. And it helps them get more organized. Chiz Design has enjoyed this naval instructional design, and the rollout was amazing. Students complimented how they felt that they were more a part of their learning experience. So, all in all, to wrap up, I would say that this was a great experience, and I feel that it was extremely beneficial for the naval students for them to learn through different medias online and other technologies versus reading a book, because you really want to make sure that you apply to the various styles of learning. I learned so much from this experience, and I learned that technology doesn't always work, but you can always have a backup plan to help you. And any mistakes made, we can grow from and move on when we do another domain. Thank you for listening to Chiz Design, and I hope you have a lovely night.